Hello everyone. I hope you are all doing good. Today we will see one worksheet based on trigonometry. Now as per Cambridge, the problems here are classified as hardest. So let us start with first question. A speedboat starts at X and travels to Y, then to Z and then to back to X. XY is given 39 km and XZ is given 21 km. Now the first question is calculate YZ. Now as we can see that this is a right angle triangle. To calculate YZ, we can use Pythagoras theorem. So according to Pythagoras theorem, you can say that this YZ square will be equal to your XY square minus XZ square, right? So here generally Pythagoras theorem we write as the square of hypotenuse is equals to sum of square of other two sides. So I have arranged that formula to make yz as my subject. So yz square is this thing, so therefore yz. Okay, now if I put the values of xy, which is 39, so it is 39 square minus xz 21 square. So here your result will be, you can use calculator, 39 square minus 21 square, okay, will give you 1080, and if I take square root of that, square root of answer, so here answer is 6 root 30, 6 square root of 30. Okay, in decimal form also you can write, it is 32.86. So I will say that 6 root 30 or 32.86. Okay, when you are writing in decimal, make sure that you are using the rules of rounding the number. So here at third decimal place, my digit is 3, so I keep 86 as 86, right? 32.8633. Okay, so that 3 will go away. Now calculate angle YXZ. So here, while writing, it is better that I will write the exact value, which is 6 root 30. Okay, now the problem is calculate angle YXZ. YXZ. Okay, this angle I need to find out. Now to calculate this angle, again as this is a right angle triangle, I can say that cos of this YXZ. Okay, let me write here only, cos of YXZ will be equal to 21 adjacent divided by hypotenuse, and therefore your angle YXZ, so here angle YXZ will be equal to, angle YXZ will be equal to cos inverse of 21 divided by 39. So cos inverse of 21 divided by 39. Okay, this will give you 57.42, 57.42, 57.42, 57.42. Okay, this is angle. Now find the bearing of y from x. Now bearing of y from x. So bearing of, okay, let me write this angle here, 57.4. Okay, 57.4. Generally when we are writing angle, up to one decimal place is sufficient. Okay, always check the instructions given in your paper, and based on that, okay, take the steps. Okay, now I have to find out bearing of y from x. So I have to find bearing of y from x. That means I will see angle at x from the north. So this whole angle I need to find out, which is 180 plus 57.4. 180 plus 57.4. So that will give me, I add 180 to this, that will give me 237.42. 237.4. Okay. Degree symbol we can use. So this is our first question. 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6 marks question. Okay, so it include some of the concept of trigonometry, Pythagoras, as well as bearings. Now second question, the scale drawing shows the position of town R on the map. Scale is 1 centimeter represent 5 kilometer. Now town M is 36 kilometer from R on the bearing 163. On the bearing 163, so from this R at an angle of 163 you can draw a line. Now on this line, okay, as M is 36 kilometer and 1 centimeter is equal to 5 kilometer, I will find out how many centimeters I have to draw. So 36 divided by 5 is 7.2. That means here I will draw 7.2 centimeter length. Okay, so a scale is not with me. You assume that this length is, this is point M, this length is 7.2 centimeter. Okay, which is equal to 36 kilometer based on the scale, and the angle is uh, sorry, this is less than 90. Angle should be 163. Sorry, angle should be 163. 163 more than 90, so it will go like this. Okay, the angle is 163. Okay, 163 degree. This is point M and the length is 7.2 centimeter, which is equal to 36 kilometer. Okay. Now the second part is town K is on the bearing of 312. Now 312, it is more than, it is more than 270. Okay, so more than 270, and I have to go in clockwise. 312. So 312 will be something like uh, something like this. Okay, 312. So here there might be some point K. Okay, now 360 minus 312, it is 48 degree. So this part, this angle will be 48 here. Okay, because we always measure angle in clockwise direction. So here town K is on the bearing of 312 from R. Work out the bearing of R from K. Bearing of R from K. Okay, so here at K, we will draw north. Let us write K somewhere here, and here at K I will draw north. Then this particular angle I need to find out. Now I know that this north, they are parallel. Okay, they are parallel. So the interior angles addition will be 180. So this angle, say this angle, I will say theta. So your theta will be equal to 180 minus 48. 180 degree minus 48 degree. So 180 minus 48 will give you 132 degree. So 132 degree is your answer. Here the bearing of R from K is 132. 132 degree. Okay, always bearing should be written in 3-digit format. 132 degree. So theta is 132 degree. Okay. Now question number 3. So in question number 2, the problem is related with a scale drawing and finding the bearing. Okay. Now question number 3, calculate BC. calculate BC. Okay, now you can see this triangle here. As I know two sides and one angle between them, I can use cosine rule, and I can say that this BC square will be equal to 55 square plus 82 square minus 2 times 55 82. Everyone knows cosine rule, right? If not, then please revise cosine rule, right? So your a square will be equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. Okay, so using that formula, I can say that my bc is equals to, so here let us find out 55 square plus 82 square minus 2 times 55 times 82 times cos of 76. Okay, please make sure that your mode of calculator is in degree. Okay, you will say that, sir, we are using in degree, so by default it will be in degree, but please check. It may possible that some of your friend, okay, to make a fun, may have changed your mode. Okay, so always when you are using your calculator, please make sure that you are using correct mode. Now here the answer for BC is 86.99. 86.99. Actually it is 86.9877. So I round it up to two decimal places. Let us see whether question is saying anything about this. Okay, so as it is not saying anything, generally we write answers in three significant figures. So when you are writing in three significant figure, it will be 87.0. Okay, your answer will be 87.0. Now I round it up to one decimal place, so it become 87. But why I am writing 87.0? To indicate that, okay, I am writing up to three digits. Okay, now calculate angle ACB. Angle ACB. Okay, this angle. So to figure out this angle ACB, we can use sine rule. So both cosine rule and sine rule are involved here. So your sine of angle ACB divided by its opposite length 82 will be equal to sine of 76 divided by its opposite length, which is 87, or you can say that 86.99. Okay, now while doing the calculations, it is always preferable to use the exact values. So already in my calculator the exact value is there, so I will going to use that and I will find out angle ACB. So my angle ACB will be equal to sine inverse, it will be equal to sine inverse of this is sine 76 upon 86.99 times 82. Okay, so whatever answer I got, okay, I will say that sine of 76 divided by my answer, which is 86.99 or 98 something, time multiplied by 82, then I will take sine inverse of this. Sine inverse of my answer, it will give me 66.157. So angles are up to one decimal place. I will say that it is 66.2 degree. Okay, angle ACB is 66.2 degree. 66.2 degree. 66.2 degree. Okay, so both cosine rule and sine rule are involved here. Cosine rule and sine rule. Now third problem, a gate G lies on AB at the shortest distance from C. Calculate AG. Gate G lies on AB at the shortest distance from C. Okay, let me write my ACB 66.2. Now gate G is on AB at a shortest distance from C. Okay, so shortest distance of a line from a point is nothing but is the perpendicular distance. So what I will do, from C I will draw one perpendicular segment. Okay, let us consider this is perpendicular. Here it is 90 degree, and this is your point G. You have to find this CG. Okay. Now this 76 degree and this 55 will help me to find CG. Okay, what you can say? You can say that your sine of 76 will be equal to CG divided by AC, and therefore your CG will be equal to AC, which is 55, times sine of 76 degree. Okay, so 55 into sine of 76 degree will give you answer as 53.4. 53.4 up to 3 significant figure. Okay, definitely the length is in meter, as all the lengths are in meter. So this length is 53.4 meter. Okay, now again here one concept that you understood is how to find out, or what is the shortest distance of a line from a point. Okay, that concept. And here we use a trigonometric ratio of sine. Okay, 53.4 meter. 53.4 meter is your answer. 53.4 meter. Okay, now you have to do all the calculations over here, the space which is provided to you. Okay, even though I'm doing at near the diagram, but preferably you should use this space for doing the same thing. Now D, a different triangle PQR has the same area of ABC. So let us consider this is PQR. Okay, a rough diagram I am drawing for my understanding. PQR. Okay, PQ is 90 meter, QR is 60 meter, and I have to work out angle this PQR. This angle I need to find out. This is theta. Okay, so let us first find out what is area of triangle ABC. Area of so area of, instead of writing area of, I will simply say area of ABC as area of ABC is equal to, now AB. Let us come to this triangle. I can say that 55 into 82 into sine, half of 55 into 82 into sine 76, half AB sine C. Okay, 52 80 55 82 76, 55, half of 55 82 and sine of 76 degree. This is my area of ABC, and this is same as area of PQR. Okay, now I have to find out this angle PQR. So your half of 60 into 90 into sine of PQR will be equal to half into 55 into 82 into sine 76. So therefore the calculation will give me this PQR is equal to sine inverse of, now this half of easily cancel, so it is 55 times 82 times sine of 76 divided by 60 times 90. Okay, so here 55 into 82 into sine of 76 degree divided by, you can use bracket, and in that 60 into 90. Okay, so your answer is somewhere 0.81, and you will take sine inverse of that. So sine inverse of your answer, it will give you 54.1. 54.1. Now you see your question is that work out two possible values of angle PQR. Okay, now for sine, my one angle is 54 here, 0.1, which gives me some answer as 0.8 something. Okay, now in trigonometry I know that your angle theta and your 180 minus theta both have the same trigonometric ratio. So one angle is this 54.1, other angle will be 180 minus 54.1. Okay, which is, so from 180 we will subtract 180 minus your answer, that is 125.7, 125, 125.9, sorry, it is 125.9. Now I am rounding my answers up to one decimal place. Okay, so your angle PQR is 54.1 degree or 125.9 degree. Clear? Okay, now question number 4, solve the simultaneous equation. Now this simultaneous equation, what you do, you add these two equations. So here you will get 3p and here you get 2 minus 1 divided by 2 is 3 divided by 2. So your p will be 1 divided by 2 and q will be 1. Okay, 1 divided by 2 minus 1 gives you minus 1 divided by 2. So here I have p as 1 divided by 2 and I have q as 1. Okay, now using these two equations, I have to find out the value of u and v. Okay, angles I have to find out. Now if I use this, okay, the equations are same here, only in place of p and q we have sine u and cos v. So what I say, I will say that sine of u will be equal to half and cos of v will be equal to 1, right? So this will give me u as sine inverse half. Now sine inverse half, if you use your calculator you will get 30 degree. Okay, so one answer will be 30 degree, other answer will be 180 degree minus 30 degree. Okay, for sine, theta and 180 minus theta are same, so your one answer is 30 degree and other answer is 150 degree. Cos v is 1. I know that v is cos inverse of 1, so this is your 0. Cos of 0 is 1, cos inverse of 1 here. So one answer is 0 and other answer is 360 degree itself. Cos 360 is 1. So for cos it is cos theta and cos 360 minus theta are same. Okay, so I will write here cos theta is same as cos of 360 minus theta. Okay, for your understanding, and here sin theta is same as sin 180 minus theta. Okay, all these things we have already covered in our class. So here two values of u are 30 degree and 150 degree, and two values of v are 0 degree and 360 degree. Okay, so problem is for 4 marks. So here why it is for 4 marks? Simply to find out two values of u and two values for p. Okay, now question number 5, 4 times sin x minus 1 is 2. Okay, so here you have to find x. First of all, I will say that 4 times sin x will be equal to 2 plus 1, which is 3, and sin x will be equal to 3 divided by 4. Okay, so the value of x will be sin inverse 3 divided by 4. So sin inverse 3 divided by 4, sorry, sin inverse of 3 divided by 4 will give you 48.6. So this is 48.6 degree. Okay, or it is 180 degree minus 48.6 degree. Okay, so your answer 180 minus 48.6 will be 131.4 degree. Okay, So the value of x here is 48.6 degree and 131.4 degree. Okay, always you have to look the range of your answer. Here x is between 0 degree and 360 degree. Okay, you have to see this what is given. If they say that between 0 and 90, so I have only one answer. If they say that 180 and 360, then also then there is no answer. Okay, now question number 6. So in question number 5 I'll consider is simple. Okay, you have to know the concept how you can solve a linear equation in one variable and apply the inverse trigonometric ratio. Here the diagram shows the graph of two functions. Write down each function. Okay, so graph here is showing the diagram of two function a and b. Two diagrams are there. Okay, now let us see this. This is a straight line. So I know the equation of a straight line is of the form y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, now m is y2 minus y1, the formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, as this line is cutting this x-axis at -5, I can consider its coordinate as -5 comma 0, and y-axis it is cutting at 5, so I consider its coordinate as 0 comma 5. First I'll write x coordinate and then y coordinate. So therefore y2 minus y1, I can say that 5 minus 0 divided by 0 minus of minus 5, so it will become plus 5, and the answer is 5 upon 5, which is 1. So the value of m I know, and the value of c is nothing but it is the y-intercept, which is 5 in this case. So your fx will be 1x, which is x plus 5. Okay, so 2 marks, 1 mark to calculate y and calculate m, and 1 mark to calculate c. Now if anybody is writing answer directly, right, he says that fx is equals to x plus 5, that is perfectly okay, but I will look what calculations you have done. Okay, so better you always show the calculation. They have given you enough space to show the calculation. It is not um, for no purpose. Okay, so if you are writing your answers directly, then okay, in some time you will get marks depending upon, okay, if you can get answer directly, or sometime you may lose all your marks. So sometime even if your final answer is correct, but you will not get any marks, as we or the teachers will expect the working as well. Okay, so always show the working. Now b part. Okay, this function you can easily identify that this is a sine curve, but for sine, normal y is equals to sine x. This point is your, this point is 1. For normal y is equals to sine x, this point is 1, but here it is given 2, so that sine x will multiply by 2, as your amplitude here is not 1, it is 2. This part is your amplitude, so fx is equals to 2 sine x. Okay, now this x can also be something different. It depend upon, okay, these x values, as this cycle is up to 360 degree. In 360 degree it is completing one complete cycle, and we know that for sin x the cycle is of 360 degree only, so this x part is not changing. Otherwise sometime this x is also different. Okay, so I may discuss this thing when we are discussing the concept of graph of trigonometric ratio. Okay, and now let us see question number 7. ABCD is a trapezium with a DC is 6.4 parallel to AB. Okay, DC and AB are parallel. DC is given 6.4, DB is given 10.9, angle CDB is given 38, and angle DAB is given 45. Now first question is, I have to find the length BC. Okay, so the length BC, I will use cosine rule. I will say that this BC okay, is square root, because cosine rule is for square terms. So BC is equals to this 10.9 square plus 6.4 square minus 2 times 10.9 times 6.4 times cos of 38 degree. Okay, so this BC is 10.9 square plus 6.4 square minus 2 times 10.9 times 6.4 times cos 38. Okay, and square root of this is 7.0588. So I can say that 7.1. Up to 3 significant figure, I can say that 7.06. Okay, better I will write 7.06. So CB is 7.06. 7.06. Okay, the first question for 3 marks. Now B part is find angle ADB. So angle ADB, okay, this angle I need to find out. Now see that CD and AB are parallel. Okay, your CD is parallel to AB. So I will say that angle your angle ADB, um, your angle ADB plus 38 plus 45, okay, will be equal to 180. For two parallel lines, the interior angle sum is 180 degree. So therefore, you will get angle ADB. Angle ADB is 180 minus 45 minus 38, 97 degree. Okay, so your interior angle here, this whole angle plus this angle is 180, but as this whole angle is DC is divided in two parts. Okay, while writing I write this, so this is considered to be one angle. Now here angle ADB is 97, this angle is 97 degree. So ADB is 97. Now find AB. Okay, AB, as I have this 45 degree and one opposite side is given, I will use sine rule. So I will say that okay, AB divided by sine of 97 degree is equals to 10.9 divided by sine 45, and this will give me the value of AB. So the value of AB is 10.9 divided by sine 45 multiplied by sine 97. Let me recalculate. I made some mistake. 10.9 divided by sine 45, which is 15.41, multiplied by sine sine 97. Sine 97. Okay, 15.3. Okay, this length is 15.3. Okay, so here we are using sine rule, 15.3 centimeter. Okay, so AB length, to calculate AB length we use sine rule, 15.3 centimeter. 15.3 centimeter. Okay, now calculate the area of trapezium. Area of trapezium is for 3 marks. Okay, now let us see here. Area of trapezium. What is the formula to get the area of trapezium? It is half into sum of parallel sides into distance between the parallel sides. So what I have to do is to find out the distance between the two parallel sides. Or what I can do, I can add area of two triangles. Now here it is easy to calculate area of two triangles, so I will do that. So here area of trapezium, I will say that area of trapezium will be, now your area, let us write here area of trapezium. Okay, okay, area of ABCD, area of trapezium ABCD is equals to area of your triangle ABD, area of ABD plus area of CBD. Okay, now area is half into, now two sides and angle between them. So here this angle. Okay, now in this triangle this is 45, this is 97. Can I find this angle? Okay, so 180 minus 97, 180 minus 97 minus 45, that is 38. Okay, so this angle is 38. Okay, so here half into 15.3 into 10.9 into sine 38 plus half of 6.4. Here 38 degree I will use, so for that two sides 6.4 and 10.9. Okay, so 6.4 into 10.9 into sine of, okay, 38 degree. Okay, now see this CD line and this AB line, they are parallel, so these are the alternate angles. So either I use sum of area of this ADB, or I will use that alternate angle concept. Okay, so this result will be, so what I can do, half into sine 38 I can take common, so 0.5 into sine 38, let me take common, and then this thing is going to be multiplied by, in bracket I will say that 15.3 into 10.9 plus 6.4 into 10.9. Oh, 10.9 is common, so 10.9 also we can take common. The result is 72.81, 72.8 I would say, 72.8. Okay, centimeter square. Okay, this is for 4 marks. So there are different ways of finding the area of trapezium. I could have drawn one perpendicular from D, first calculate the value of that perpendicular, and then I could have find area of trapezium. Or as these two triangles, all the things to find area of these two triangles are there, so better to use area of these two triangles. 72.8 is the answer, 72.8. Okay, so calculate the area of trapezium is 72.8, 72.8 centimeter square. Now the next question. Okay, this question we have already solved. Okay, if you remember. Okay, calculate BC cosine rule, calculate angle ACB sine rule. A gate G lies on AB at a shortest distance from C, that is concept of shortest distance, and two possible values of angle PQR. So here how to find two angles. So very good question. Okay, lot of concepts are involved here in this question number 8, okay, which you have already solved. Okay, now what you can do, you can try this question once again, right? Pause the video, try this question once again, and then go to question number 9. Okay, so here question number 9, calculate angle ADB, calculate angle ADB. Okay, so this angle I have to find out, ADB. Now ADB, it is All the three sides are given. So cosine rule, definitely cosine rule. We can rearrange cosine rule as cos of your angle ADB, cos of your angle ADB is equals to, so your cos A is B square plus C square. So first it is 8.6 square plus 9.7 square divided by minus 4.4 square, 4.4 square divided by cos A is equals to B square plus C square minus A square divided by 2BC. So 2 times 8.6 times 9.7. Okay. So cosine rule can be written in two different ways. Okay, one way is that here I can say that A square is equals to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A, or I can say that your cos A, rearrange, I will rearrange everything and I will say that B square plus C square minus A square divided by 2BC. So here directly I have used this concept, and now the answer, okay, the answer here is, okay, I don't require this answer, I want ADB answer. So first 8.6 square plus 9.7 square minus 4.4 square divided by here 2 times 8.6 times 9.7. So cos of ADB is 0.89. It is 0.89. 0.89. Okay, for the sake, for the, just as I write this calculation, I am writing it. But when you calculate ADB as cos inverse, okay, better instead of saying that of 0.89, you simply say that cos inverse of this 8.6 square plus 9.7 square minus 4.4 square divided by 2 times 8.6 into 9.7. What this indicate that you are using the exact value of this, not the rounded one. Okay, so if I use the exact value, the answer will be shift inverse of cos inverse of answer, cos inverse of answer, and it is 26.97, which is 27.0 degree. Okay, so this angle is 27.0 degree. Okay, why 0.0? Because up to one decimal place I should write the answer. Now calculate DC. Okay, so this angle is 27. Here let me write this angle, it is 27. Now this DC length, okay, for DC length, uh, if I calculate this angle will be 180 minus, so this angle will be 180 degree minus 65 degree minus 42 degree. So 180 minus 65 minus 42 is 73. So this angle is 73. Okay, now to find DC I can use DC, I can use sine rule. So what I say that this DC divided by DC divided by sine 65 divided by sine 65 is equals to 9.7, 9.7 divided by sine 73. So therefore DC value is 9.7 divided by sine 73 multiplied by sine 65 is 9.2. Okay, answer is 9.192. So 9.19 I will say that, up to 3 significant figure. Okay, so this is 9.19 centimeter. 9 point DC is 9.19. 9.19. Okay, you understand that why it is for 4 marks? Because here you need to find out angle first and then apply the sine rule. So sine rule, generally sine rule or cosine rule, it is coming for 3 marks. Now calculate the shortest distance from C to BD. From C to BD, shortest distance. Okay, let me write here the length 9.19 and shortest distance again. This perpendicular distance I need to find out. So to find perpendicular distance, okay, here I can use, let us say it is CE. So in triangle CED, I can use the sine rule or I can use the sine formula. I will say that here I will say that in triangle CED, your sine 42 degree will be equal to CE divided by 9.19. Okay, so therefore your CE will be equal to 9.19 multiplied by sine 42. It is 9.19 into sine 42. Okay, 9.19 into sine 42. So the result is 6.15. The result is 6.15. 6.15. So the shortest distance is 6.15 centimeters. This is 6.15 centimeter. Okay. Now let us come to question number 10. Okay, this is the last question for today, I hope. Okay, no, there is one more question. Fine. 2 questions to go. Question number 10. The diagram shows a horizontal container of water with a uniform cross section. The cross section is a semicircle. The radius of the semicircle is 0.45 meter and the length of the container is 4 meter. Calculate the volume of the container. Now volume, volume is nothing but cross section area multiplied by length. So here cross section is a semicircle whose formula is pi r square divided by 2. This is cross section area. This is multiplied by length. So multiplied by L. Okay, is equals to 1 by 2 into pi into radius is 0.45 into 0.45 square into length is 4 meter. Okay, so the result is 0.5 into pi into 0.45 square into 4. Okay, so result is 81 divided by 200 pi. 81 divided by 200 pi, or it is 1.27 meter cube. Okay, the value is small because here your radius is small, it is less than 1 meter, right? Acha, they asked me answer in meter cube. Fine, calculate the volume. Okay, the B part, A part is for 2 marks because only the formula and putting the values. Now B part, the greatest depth of the water in the container is 0.3 meter. The diameter shows the cross section. The diagram shows the cross section. Okay, calculate the number of liters of water in the container. Give your answer correct to nearest integer. Now I have to write answer in liters. So this meter cube I will convert in liter afterwards. First I have to find out this cross section area where the water is present. This area I need to find out. Okay, now to find this area, this is nothing but it is the area of segment. We say that area of segment. Now to find area of segment, if I join this point with this center, okay, let us consider the center is O. Radius is given to me 0.45. Okay, so this length will be 0.45 and this length, this vertical length, as from here it is 0.45, 0.3 if I omit, so it is 0.15. Okay. Now one thing I can do, I can find out this angle. This angle, let us say theta. So I will say that cos theta is equals to 0.15 divided by 0.45. Okay, so by this my theta will be equal to cos inverse of 0.15 divided by 0.45. Okay, now if I find area of this whole sector and then subtract these two triangles, okay, this triangle, one triangle, and this other triangle, if I subtract them, okay, then I will get this area. Okay, so my will be equal to required area will be equal to area of sector, which is uh, 2 times theta, the whole angle 2 times theta, divided by 360 multiplied by r square pi r square. So first I am writing formula minus, okay, this is area of sector, minus area of these two triangles. So for area of triangle it should be half into base into height, so it should be 2 times, because two triangles, 2 times half into base. Now this base, okay, if you know this angle theta, then base is 0.45 cos theta. Okay, base is 0.45 into cos theta, so half into base into height is 0.15, height is 0.15. Okay, so area of two triangles I subtracted. So now theta value is here. Okay, you can find out that theta value, r value also you know 0.45. So let us substitute everything. 2 times shift cos inverse, okay, 0.15 divided by 0.45 divided by 360 multiplied by pi into r is 0.45 square. Okay, so this gives me 0.249 minus this 2.5 will cancel. So I will say that minus 0.45 times cos theta is 0.15 upon 0.45. So 0.45 no need to write, simply 0.15 I will write. So into 0.15 into 0.15. Okay, so the final answer is 0.226676 meter cube, or not meter cube, it's a meter square. Okay, this is area, and therefore required volume, it is area into length. So length is 4 meter, so area into length, which is 4 meter. So this whole thing will multiply by 4, 0 point, so the area a volume is 0.907077 liter, which is equals to, now to convert meter cube into liter we multiply by 1000. So the answer will be 907.07, that is 0.1, 907.1 liters. So 907, the first part of the problem is volume of the container is perfect, Let me revisit this thing. Half into base. Base is half into cos 0.45 into I made one mistake over here. Okay, the base is not cos theta, it is sin theta. Okay, so here in place of cos it should be sin. Okay, sin theta. Okay, so one mistake is a very big mistake, sin theta. So let me check. Okay, so here calculation I have to redo. So okay, these two things will change. In place of cos I should have sin. Okay, so here 2 theta means 2 time cos inverse of 0.15 divided by 0.45 divided by 360 multiplied by shift pi into 0.45 square minus 0.45 into sine of cos inverse of 0.15 divided by 0.45 into 0.15. So here the answer which I got is 0.18. Now 0.18 multiplied by 4 is 0.742. 0.742, 0.7425 and so on. So the answer will be, in liters it will be 742.5 liters, 742.5. So here answer will be 742. Actually I should write up to three significant figures. If in three significant figures we are writing, it is 743 liters. Okay. So sometime it is better that you revisit what you are doing. Now here actually I should have considered this as a base, and first I should have write as my sine theta is equals to b divided by 0.45. Okay, so instead of writing this I try it directly in my mind, and therefore in place of sine I used cos. So always if you are writing your complete steps is better for you. Okay, so this question is for 6 marks, totally justified. Okay, 6 marks. Now your last question. A rectangular sheet of paper ABCD is made into an open cylinder with the edge AB meeting with the edge DC. Okay, so you are folding it and making a cylinder. AD is given 28, AB is given 20. So that the radius of cylinder is 4.46. Okay, so as I fold the paper, the perimeter or the circumference, which is 2 pi r. Now here in this case my r is, here in this case my r, okay, 2 pi r I don't know, but 2 pi r I know that this is going to be equal to 28. Okay, so let us figure out what is my r. So r will be 28 divided by 28 divided by 2 times pi. So this 2 times pi I will put in the bracket. So it is 4.46. So this gives me 4.46 centimeter. Okay, now this is what I have to show. Okay, so I have to show. So this is the calculation. Now calculate the volume of the cylinder. Okay, this height is going to be 20. So volume of the cylinder, the formula for volume of the cylinder is cross section area, which is pi r square into your height h. So pi, the value of r is 4.46 square into h is 20. Into h is 20. So here it is 4.46 square into pi into 20. So volume is 1249.8. 1249.8 centimeter cube. Okay, if someone asks you to write in three significant figures, then you can say that 1250. 1250, right? Up to three significant figure, it is 1250. Now the C part, n is a point on the base of cylinder. Okay, it is shown here. N is a point on the base of the cylinder such that Bn is diameter. Okay, Bn, okay, it is diametrically opposite end. So this Bn is diameter. Now calculate the angle An and the base of the angle between An and base of the cylinder. So An, so this point I will join with this n and base of the cylinder. So this angle I have to find out. Let us consider this is theta. Okay, this NB is 2 times your radius. Okay, so what you say, you can say that your tan of theta will be equal to 20 divided by 2r, and therefore your theta is equals to tan inverse 20 divided by 2 into 4.46. Okay, so tan inverse 20 divided by 2 into 4.46. The answer is 65.96. 65.96 is 66.0 is better. So angle theta is for 3 marks 66 degree. 66.0 degree I will say. Okay. So these are some of the questions. Okay, now I try to figure out the hardest questions as per CBSE, and these are the questions. So if you are able to understand all these questions, then wonderful. Okay, you know most of the trigonometry. Okay, so thank you for being patient and solving all these problems. I will see you next time with few more interesting questions. Thank you.